Dear friends, today we are going to discuss about topic RFM analysis, marketing analytics to SPSS. Let me introduce myself as Dr. Manoj Kumar, President, Associate Professor at Untitled Chapter, University of Odisha. Also, I am visiting professor at IIM Indore, from 2015 onwards. Also, and visiting professor at Manchester University, and my previous institute is ABV, Indian Institute of Information Technology and Management, where I'm on here. So first, I'd like to thank to my professor for this sponsor, my mentor, and also I'd like to thank Recency Value for my board, my student and research scholar, who now is present in the University of Derby, Kumar, and my guide professor, Kumar. So, I'd like to thank them because of my academic careers. The big question is, can you identify your best customer? Do you know who your worst customers are? Do you know which customers you just lost and which ones you are about to lose? Can you identify the loyal customers who buy often but spend very little? Can you target customers who are willing to spend the most of your store? If your answer is no, then to an answer of all these questions, we are having a technique called RFM analysis. RFM is nothing but recency, frequency, and monetary value. Today, retailers should use RFM to increase the conversion rate, personalizations, relevancy, and revenue. And sophisticated shoppers demand personalized shopping experience. RFM analysis is an excellent way to provide highly relevant, personalized campaigns which reflects the preference of the customer you want to keep. The main objective of any retailers or any marketing managers is how to retain customer, who are their best customer, who are their worst customer, to whom they target, how many customers they are losing for a period of time, and to whom they are giving the loyalty card. So these are the different problems they are facing. And to solve this problem, they can use one of the important marketing analytical tools is called RFM. But the two things generally in an organization having, the company is having, one is called profitable customer, one is called responsive customer. And for information, all profitable customers are not responsive, and all responsive customers are also not profitable. It means if the customers are profitable, it doesn't mean they are responsible. So our objective is to find out who are both profitable customers and responsive customers, because they will give more customer, they will give more, they will be very loyal, they are more loyal to the organization. As you know that responsive customers may not be the most profitable, and not all profitable customers will respond when you write there. So the main objective. So when you talk about profitable customer, you have to calculate lifetime value of the customer. When you calculate responsive customer, we are using the RFM analysis. So the main objective of RFM analysis is to find out who are your responsive customers. So there are three metrics we are having. One is called recency, when the customer visited last time. Frequency, how many times he visited in your retail mall or your shop, and monetary, how much money he or she spent in your mall. So recency means the time since last order or last engaged with the product. Frequency means the total number of transactions or average time between transactions and engaged visits. And monetary means total or average transactions per visit. So the help of the three variables, that is recency, frequency, and monetary, we will find out how we are cluster our customers. The main objective of RFM analysis is to find out which customers are best customers, which are worst customers, whom they will target, to whom they will give the loyalty card. So these are the basic questions that can be solved with the help of RFM analysis. The RFM analysis is a technique that is used to identify the existing customers who are most likely to respond. I already explained the recency, frequency, monetary value, so let's explain again. The most important factor in identifying customers who are likely to respond to a new policy conversation. means customer who purchased more recently are more likely to purchase again than are the customers who purchased further in the past. The second most important factor is frequency. Customers who have made more purchases in the past are more likely to respond than are those who have made fewer purchases. And third variable is called, most important factor variable is called total amount spent divided by the monetary value. The customer who have spent more in the past are more likely to respond than those who have spent less. So this RFM analysis can help us to find out how to develop 7 marketing strategies. First, it helps us understand the best customer. Also find out the low-hanging fruits among the next best customer. Target the right prospectus on rented mailing lists. It also helps to reallocate sales support. It also helps us to develop high direct marketing campaign. It also helps us test a high-end marketing campaign to high potential customers and decide which customers to drop from marketing. So how does it work? The goal of RFM analysis is to segment customer based on buying behavior. To do this, we need to understand the historical actions of individual customers for each RFM factor. Then we rank customers based on each individual RFM factor. And finally, put all these factors together to create a RFM segment target value. So what is this? Recency, I already explained. Total number of days since the customer last purchase. Frequency means the number of orders placed in a given time period. And monetary means total amount of money spent by the customer over time. So let me explain the concept without doing any SPSS and accept the fundamental basic of this. So suppose we are having 100 customers and one customer visited 2nd January 2019, another customer visited 12th March 2019, another customer visited 26th March 2020. So here, those customers who purchased very near to date, or means a recent date, we call they are our recent customers. So what happened? First, we got all the data from the retailers. Suppose we are having 1,000 customer data. And first, then we required first thing, when they visited last time. So each and every individual customer, we want the data, we need the share of data that when he or she visited last time. Then what we'll do, after getting 1,000 customers and the recent that visit organized, we have to, then what we'll do ascending order. So we'll arrange all the date in ascending order. So recent is the first, and the last one is the customer visited before time. So what we'll do then 1,000 customer we are having the database. We divide it into 5 groups. So it means all 1,000 customers we divide into 5 clusters. So the first cluster is the more recent customers. It means second block, third block, fourth block, and fifth block. The first block who purchased recent customers, we assign a score 5 to each. Suppose we are having 1,000 customers. The first 200 customers will give the score 5. Next 200 customers will give the score 4. Next 200 customers will give the score 3. Next 200 customers will give the value 2. Last 200 customers will give the value 1. So the first thing is clear that we are interested of the customer's data. It means their recent last visit data. So first we will write down the customer ID and customer name and when he visited last. Then we arrange the data in ascending orders. Then you divide into data into 5 clusters. And since we are having 1,000 data, so we divide it into 5 clusters. For each cluster, we are having 200 customers. So first 200 customers will give score 5, then next 200 4, next 200 give 3, next 202, then next 201. I hope it is understood. Then we are interested to know the frequency. How many times the customer visited in organization? For example, suppose myself, I visited the Big Bazaar for 7 times. And the last visit is 26th March 2020. The 26th March 2020 is my first recency value, and 12 times is my frequency. It means I visited that organization 12 times. So what we do, we are interested in another data that is for each customer, we want the frequency, how many times visited. And we got 1,000 customer again. So what we'll do, again we divide ascending, all 1,000 data as ascending order. So it means those customers who visited many times, they are in the first group. Then second, third, fourth. So we divided 1,000 groups into 1,000 data into 5 parts. So first again 200, because we are having 1,000 customers. First 200 we give 4, 5. Next 204. Next 203. Next 202. Next 201. The last part is we required 100 others. It means how much money he or she invested in the organization. So again, we required, suppose myself Manoj, I visited 26 March 2020 and 7 times I visited. A total money I have spent for that week with her is 10,000. So now for each customer we are having such data. So now what we'll do, we again arrange the data in ascending order. From it means the top will be the most highest amount they have spent, and the last one the lowest amount they spent. Now again you divide it into 5 cluster. First 5, 200 we will give score 5, next 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. So now what happened? We have 6 column ready. We are having R score, we are having F score, we are having M score. R means recency data, arranging the ascending order, divided into 5 cluster. First cluster 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, 1. Second, frequency data, divide again arranging the ascending order. First 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, 1. And again, the last one is called frequency monetary data. So for more explain, let's talk about this Excel data. Now here we are having the database of, this is 40, small example. So now the first one is called date, means recency. Then when they visited last time, the ID 1 visited 1/11/2014. He visited 11 times and total money spent 2,850. So what is the first thing? First, I want the R score. So again here, what I'll do, I'll arrange the data according to the highest to lowest. So now here 1, 3, 1 to 14. So arrange the data according to the start date to date. Okay, there may be some Z to A because we want to interested highest lowest A. Yeah. Now write down score R. Since we are having 40 data, so for first, so when you divide into 5 cluster, the first 5 will give score 5. First 8, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. It means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Next, I will give score 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Means it means 16. Next, I will give score 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Then I'll give 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Then I'll give 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Then again, what I will do, I will again this is the frequency, the number of times visited. Again, I will sending into the descending order. Means largest to the smallest. Yeah. Then it means now I will give score F. F means first A. I will give score 5. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Next, I'll give 4. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Next, I'll give 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Then I'll give 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Then I'll give 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So last part is your monetary value. So again, what I will do, you will just do the same ascending order. It means I want those who spend the highest in organizations, largest to smallest. So now again, you give 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. First 5 because we were 40. So divided all data into 5 segments. So 5. Then again 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. 4. Then 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Then 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Then 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now, after this, what I'll do, I want to score RFM. RFM, which means which equal to 100 into your R score equal to 100 multiplied your R score plus 10 into multiplied your F plus your 100 into multiplied R score plus 10 multiplied F score plus 5 multiplied your M score. 5 multiplied your M score. Multiplied. So now what happened? 100 into R, 10 into F, and sorry, this is 1. 1 into. So now we got this way. So it means 100 into R score plus 10 into F score plus 100 M score. Now, if when you say we're having 5, 5, 5, what does it mean? 5 means recent customer, high spender, and most frequent visitors. If the score is 5, 5, 5, 5 means he's a recent visitor, and middle value 5 means he's the most frequent visitor, and third 5 means he's a high spender. So he's a very loyal customer. I should not, as a company, give more focus on this customer because high spender, recent visitors, and more frequent visitors. Now, again, we want to arrange the highest to lowest. So, what's the conclusion? Now, see, there are only 2 customers are more recent customers, more frequent visitors, and more high spenders. So, the last one is 5 means they're high spenders. So, in this way, we're segregating our RFM score. This is a very simple way to explain, but I will explain to SPSS. So, I already explained. The first customer assigned recent score based on the date of most recent purchase. Then the score is based on simple ranking of recency value into smaller number of categories. For example, use 5 categories. The customer with the most recent purchase dates receive a recency ranking of 5. Those with purchase date for farthest the fast receive a recency score 1. Similarly, we want frequency ranking 5 to 1, and third 1 to 5 to 1. The result of 4 score for each customer, recency, frequency, mandated, common RFM score is simply the 3 individual scores concentrated to single value. I already explained. The best customers are those with score got 5, 5, 5, are those with the highest combination RFM score. And the lowest, and suppose if a score is 1, 1, 1, or what does it mean? 1, 1, 1 means low spender, not frequent visitors customers, and he visited our organization in past. So it is not recent customer. Now, I already explained. Recency means the time of customer most recent purchase. So recency value are assigned to each customer, and these values represent the following. 1 means not recent at all. I will explain what is 1 to why I explain 1 to 5. That is clear. 5 means very recent customer. 4 means recent customer. 3 is somewhat recent. 2 is not recent. And 1 is not recent at all. And similarly, frequency value, we're having number of customers in past purchase. 5 means very frequent. 4 means frequent. 3 means somewhat frequent. 2 means not frequent, and the 1 means not frequent at all. Similarly, for one value, 5 we want very large words, 4 means large words, 3 means normal words, 2 is smaller words, and 1 means very smaller words. So, I already explained How to compute frequency index? So I already explained, keep the number of transactions in customer record, sort recency group from highest to lowest, divide into 5 per group, number of group from 5 to 1, then customer record. Similarly, we also recency score, put most recent purchase date into every customer record, sort database by that date, newest to oldest, divide into 5 equal parts, assign 5 to top group, 4 to next. I already explained. Similarly, in Monterey also, sort the total dollar or amount purchased in each customer record, sort frequency group from highest to lowest, divide into 5 equal groups, number required is 541. Now, let's explain how to analyze this value. 555, what does it mean? 444, what does it mean? 545, what does it mean? 111, what does it mean? And what is 222? The first is called champion. Champions are your best customer. So what most recently, most often, heavy spender, it means the score called 555. They are champion customer because they are recent customer, they are more frequent customer and they spend highly. So we call as recent champion, they are champions. So reward these customers. They can become early adapters for new product. It will help promote new product. Second is called potential loyalist. Are you a recent customer? It means their value is high. With average frequency, that is 4, to spend good amount. It is again 5. So 545 or 544. Those customers who are having 544 or 545, they are called potential loyalists. So this customer, so what you will do, you offer membership or loyalty program or recommend related product to upsell them and have them become a loyalist. What is new customer? Are your customer who have high overall RFM score or not frequent sub? It means let be 115. Means 5 means high spender, and 1 means, or sorry, 545. 5 means new customers, and there and 515. 1 means not so many visitors, but again 5 means they are high spender. So new customer, those customers which recency value is 5, and again then you see the research value is 5. What is the monetary value? If it is 5, very good. You have to retain them. If it is 1, then also you also try to attain them. And what is the risk customer? If it is 111, it means not high spender, not frequent visitor, not recent visitor. Then they are called risk customer. So these customers are pure customer who purchase often, spend big amount, but have not purchased recently. Send them. So what will do? Send them a personality reactivation campaign to recommend. Or you have to offer renewal. Cannot lose them. Suppose there is a customer called 155. What does it mean? High spender, most frequent visitor, but not coming many times, last several times. So please don't lose them because they are your high spender customers, they are loyal customers. Now ask them what is the problem they are having. Because if it is 155, it is very dangerous. So the marketing manager target such type customer because they are your, they will give more lifetime value or customer value, profitability. They are also profitable customer. It's because of some problem that are coming, so you have to target. So on basis of the RFM score, we divide all customers into 12 segments. First, champions means brought recently, buy often and spend the most. Reward them. Loyal customer spend good money with us often, responsive to promotion. Potential loyalist, recent customers but spend good amount of more than once. Recent customers, what is recent customer? It is 511. Brought most recently but not often. 511 means the first value should be 5. Promising customers recent suffer but have not spent much. It means that we 541 or 531. The recent customer but not having not spent much. Customer needing attention to whom? 333. Average recency, average frequency, and average monetary value. Therefore, if the RFM score is 333, therefore customer needing attention. For that, for this type of customer, what you will do? Make limited time of recommend best fast purchase. About to sleep, that is again 222 or 111. They are below average recency, frequency, monetary value. They will lose. You can lose them if not reactivated. And for the such customer, what will do? Share valuable resources, equal popular product. At least, what is at least? Spend big money and purchase often, but long time ago. It means 155, 145, 135. They are at risk customer. Cannot lose them. If the last value, the monetary value is 5, then please target whether it is whatever it may be. It is 115 or 445, doesn't matter. If the last value is 5, please your target should be not lose them. win them back by renewable or new product. Hibernity means last purchase was long back, low spender and low number of orders. It means they are called 111, 123, or 131. What does it mean? They are a hibernating customer, and last means simply 111. So divide. So these are the different types of customers on which the RFM score we will find out. So this is the heat map we are having. I will explain this heat map in my SPSS. Here what happened from one organization, we got this type of data. We found there are 119 customer champions. It means there are 555 or last digit will be 5. So that is 1.1% of customers are champion. And another is the new customer is 67. Potential loyalist is the 2914. So the champion and potential loyalist and new customer they should target. And what the most lost customer? They lost 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the question arises: if you use RFM score and after RFM analysis, if you target these 2,345 customers who are going to be lost, then you will be benefited. So let's explain through the SPSS. Let me explain. I'll go to SPSS. Again, this is our data set. This is your ID is given. Date. That means the last most recent purchase, transaction count, number of time you visited, and amount money they spent. These are the data we are having. Now the question arises: how to analyze the data through RFM and how this analysis can be solved. First, what we will do, go to direct marketing. Everyone, please go to direct marketing. Choose technique. There is called RFM analysis. Click that. RFM analysis. This is called customer data. There are two data. One is customer data, another is transaction data. Now here we are having customer data because you are having ID number 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the customers. And for each customer, we are having data when he visited last time, how many time he visited, and how much money he spent. So this is called customer data. Transaction data means only we require transactions and amount. And last one. This is so now here we are having ID means one customer having 11 times. So we want customer data. First he asks about transaction date. Date is here. Just click and pass it. Transaction date. Number of transactions. We are also having number of transactions. Amount. We are also having the amount of money. And customer identifier. It means ID or your mobile number, whatever may. So these 4. So let me explain. Those who have not understood it now, let me explain again so that will help you. Go to the direct marketing, choose technique, go to RFM analysis, apply transaction data. First transaction date is here, so pass it in transaction date. Number of transactions, pass it number of transactions, the amount, pass it the amount, the customer identifier. Once you got this, then go to the billing. Now here, I already explained, you have divided that in 5 types, 5 cluster. You can also divide your whole customer into up to 9 in this case. But 5 is better. If you divide to 9 types, if your data is more than 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, then go for 9. But data is very limited number, so I will prefer billing is 5. Means I divided the whole customer data into 5 segments. So you can take out 3, you can also take 7, you can also 9, it is up to you. But if my suggestion is that if you are having large data set, then go by 9. If your data set is very limited number, then go by 5. So what I'll do at 5, 65, 25, and 125. Then I want Manoj state. I want data provision score, frequency score, monetary score, and RFM score. Then we don't do anything here. Okay, then go to output. In output, I want heat map. I already explained heat map in my PPT. Also, table bin count. I want histogram. I want a scan. This one. Let me explain what is variable. Then you define your variables here. Go to winning. Then you want nested. Nested means customer are the first win recency. Then within the next recency, you divide into frequency. Within the recency frequency, again you divide into the billing monthly. So this first we convert into first you be the recency. Within recency, you be into the frequency. And within recency and frequency, you be in the Monday. So we want the number of bits 555. I can go for 999. It's up to you. It means whole data is divided in 5 segments. Here, go to the save. I want the data based upon the generated automatically generated data I required. That's the R score, S score, M score. Then I output. I want heat map, charts, table, histogram, and scatter. Okay. When you do okay, now let's discuss one by one. The first table we talk about count. This is called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the recency score. Within recency score, again we divide into frequency score. It means 1, 3, 1. There is only one customer. 1, 3, 2. There are two customers. 1 recency score 1, 3 and 3. Two customers. And 1, 3, 2 and 1 is 1. It means there are 8 customers. Recency score is 1. Out of 8 customers, there is only one customer who is a high spender, but is not a frequent visitor. And what means the 3 customers are the your high spender customer, where and the recency value is 1. How is when is 5? 5 means the more recent customer. But you see, when it is 5, there is not a single customer is a high spender. Means frequency is high, and they are the average. There is only 5, 1, 1. It is only 5, 1, and 4 only one customer. 5, 2, frequency 2, and 4 is again one customer. 5 is your recency, 5 is your frequency, and 4 is 0. It means, what to find out, those in this organization, those customers visited recently and frequent visitor, they are not high spenders. This is the main problem of the organization. So this is the first data. You explained about this is the total meaning. Now, first we go to the database. Now see, we already explained in our Excel sheet. This is recency score divided, frequency score, and monetary score, and this is the value 553. What does it mean? Customer ID is called 553. It means it's a recent customer, more recent customer, most frequent visitors, and average spender. And what is about 2? 2 means 153. It's not a recent customer, but it's a more frequent visitors, and he's an average spender. It means now for that you have to find out what type of marketing strategy you are going to apply for customer 1 and customer 5. The customer 1, since he is a recent and more frequent visitor and not high spender, you give discount to them. Automatically he will in purchasing capacity, or he will incline to purchase more. But for this customer, you have to ask them through your through telephonic or email them. So what is the problem? They are not visited recently. So for each and every individual, we are having different score. On which is the score, go to the output. Then we'll go to the next slide. This is called heat map. Heat map, what you see here, this recency score 5, 5, 5 only. Most of this is I have not found a good heat map here, because if all this if it is dark blue, all the value coming under this 4 segment, then I can say that the organization are doing better. But here, what I'll see, frequency is 5, recency is 5, and it is very low number. It means if you see, this is average Monday, so 3,000 rupees. This is for 3,000 rupees. On an average, the average mean will expenditure is 3,000 rupees. This is very low in number, and I have not found a very good result here. I explain why. This heat map of mean funded distribution shows the average monetary value for categories defined by recency and frequency score. Darker areas indicates a higher average monetary value. In other words, customers with recency and frequency scores in the darker area tend to spend more on average than those with recency and frequency score in the light area. So this is only a small area, only one area where you can find out that the high spenders. But in the other area, it's not so dark. So I not think it is a good. They should go for RFM. They should go for the marketing strategy to apply to retain the customer. If you see, second one is called histogram. Again, you see that the monetary spending is very, very less. This means On an average recency score, if you go to recency score analyze, the average recency is 36 2014, and average frequency is 2.5, and average monthly they're spending 811. Now this is very low in number because the average monthly spending is 811. That should be improved, and also you have to increase the frequency size. So the company should again to go for revitalize the strategy to increase more frequencies and increase more monetary values, because this histogram shows the relative distribution of values for three fields used to calculate recency, frequency, and monetary score. It is not unusual for this histogram to indicate somewhat skewed distribution rather than a normal distribution. The horizontal axis of each histogram is always ordered from low values on the left to high values on the right. So recency, however, interpretation of the chart depends on the type of recency measures. Date of time intervals for dates, the bar on the left represent value further than past. So it means if this is our result, then I can consult the marketing manager. Please try to improve your marketing strategy because your frequency score is very less and your monetary spend very less. And scatter also you see the RFM, recency monetary scatter, and there again out very much outliers. Now on basis of this data, we're having one project, and this project is prepared by one of my students. I'm Indo, when I'm in the faculty. They're explaining this. I've named them Vijay Shankar, Madhu Maheshwari, Madhu and RK Sarke, submitted. They analyze online restaurant South India, Food Panda, Zomato, and Limit. Now see, I will explain the RFM analysis here only. I will not go more on that, just to focus on RFM. Okay, this is RFM analysis of Food Panda. They got the results. And the see, this is RFM bin count. We have seen this is a very good, Food Panda is having a very good score because most of the spenders are high spenders. These are the 5 values. These are the recency value 5, and this is 5, this 5, this 5. And I found this is a very good score. Food Panda, a very good score. Again, you see heat map, it's scattered. And you find out our average percentage is 4,000, and this Anderson says that customers are well placed. Again, if you see the cluster, there is we already explained. This is cluster analysis. Cluster 1 is 69, it means 1 69, 2 is 66, 3 is 42. So it means that 32.9 customers are in the option number 5. This is for Zomato. Again, this information is that clearly the most recent customers who visited frequency are profitable but not most profitable. They need to encourage to spend more bucks. Also, they analyze the most profitable customers are neither most recent nor most frequent, as you see here. And also the recent visits are not turning into most profitable. These are recent visits. They're not, these are 5, these are recent visit, and you see these recent visits are not turning into most frequent and most profitable customers. That is a problem. And second, then let me explain. So we already explained about the meaning. I already explained number of beings. Right. I will explain this. So this is our original data set. Your data set. Go to the direct marketing, then go to the customer data here, then last order, number transaction, sum net, then you identify your customers, then here they divide into 3 parts, but here we divide into 5 parts. So we want histogram, charts, plus. Now they already explained RFM score, they already explained this data set. So this is the heat map of let me 4 companies. So this is let me company 1, company 2, company 3, and company 4. This is 1 left hand side, left corner, 2 right upper corner 2, then left below corner 3, and right below below corner 4. Now, if this is the case, then I want to know which it may have different 4 companies. Which company are doing very good? So, in my point of view, company 1 is very good because they're well placed, and the most recent customer they're converting to the most high spenders. But these companies they have to work more. Again, also this 2 and 4 they work more, and 3 also because 2, 3, 4 in compared 1 is good, 2 is not so good, 3 is not so good, and 4 again is not so good. So the RFM score helps us to find out debit marketing strategy. Then another topic is called RFM PD. PD means, suppose when you go to supplier analysis, P means payment. Sometimes some people pay the cash, credit card, or they can go for loans, or they can. So there are different ways. So what I will do, again we are interested to divide into P into 5 parts. Customer who pay quickly give score 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. Then D means date of payment. P means payment. This measures when the company receives payment. Customer who pay quickly receives P score 1, with lowest paying score 5. D stands for date of payment. This is the date of the customer's last payment. When he paid last and how he paid. On the basis of the RFM PD, we suppose R is 5, F is 5, M is 5, E is 5, D is 5. It means more recent customer, more frequent visitor customers, high monthly spender, payment paid on the particular on the date of purchase, and D means last purchase is very recent. So they are my valuable customer. I should target a customer. This RFM is used for marketing department for any company. They can use. They also use the service. They can also use the analysis for customer service. The CRM department also requires RFM analysis. They can rank suppliers. They can also use for ranking salespeople. They can also headlines. They can also using RFM analysis. And credit card also using RFM analysis. What is the strength of RFM analysis? Companies have data that can use for target marketing. And the most important part is marketing budget will be focused on customers who are more recent, more frequent, and spend more. Specific targeting can increase profit and reduce cost. Companies gain by not spending on customers who will not add value. You can offer incentives to middle scoring customers to increase their purchase, and then also analyze weak and irritating. What is weakness? It only looks at the 3 variables, and there may be others that are more important. For example, I want to find out. There is we can develop another technique called RFM PD and I mean instrument. If you paid cash, then give you score 5. If you paid credit card, give score 4. If you paid debit card, give score 3. If you say if it's some loan, then give you score 2. And if it's home delivery payment on the door, then you score give 1. So it means the customer paid cash directly, then we score 5. So we say 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 means more recent customer, more frequent visitors, high monthly spender, paid at the same time, and he paid last payment is very recent, and he always paid in terms of cash. So this is you can. What is 5, 5, 5, 5, 1 means recent customer, more frequent visitors, high spender, paid through cash, and the recent value is very, and the payment of that is very number. And 1 means he always wants the supplier to come to the home collect the payment. So they are very risky for us. You will explain 115. Customer is one that is recent order, voice frequently spend large amount of money, but they are first to pay. To speed up payment process, company can change payment terms and offer incentive to the earliest. Example, if the due date is 30 days, but payment are received in 10 days, the buyer will receive 2% discount. You can apply this. 5551 means the customer has not ordered recently or frequently spent small amount of money, but could always be on the time. Make an effort to find out why the customer is spending elsewhere. You see, if there is anything the company can improve. My last question is the RFMP is good or RFM is good? RFMP means better method because here we also know the payment, data payment modules, payment instrument. So I request to all the researchers when they use to find out to analyze the clustering or to analyze the consumer behavior, then they go for RFMP. Recency, frequency, monetary value, payment options, data. Okay. You can also use RFM for salespeople. It means RFM analysis of salespeople gives the managers a clear picture how a salesperson is performing. You can analyze the amount of revenue generated per person and compare different salespeople. It is also possible to identify opportunities for additional training, promotion, and improvement. So RFM is best suited for companies who offer a reward program. They are also able to track spending and can offer high-profile clients incentive to spend more. The RFM, first is RFMP. I will wrongly written. RFM, RFMD is P. Data payment is most method. RFM is not supposed to. One example, there will be 15 customer. There is recency value 3 days, because it's 6 days, model 540, then analysis of that. The first customer they ranked with recency value. Second, they explained about frequency. Third, they explained about monetary. Last, they explained RFM. So first, they sorted recency, divided into different cluster. There's 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Second, suppose it's 15, they divided into 5. Every 3, they give 5. Then next 3, 4, next 3, 3, next 3, 2, next 1. Then frequency, they sorted out. First 3, they give score 5, next 3, 4, next 3, 2, then 1. Monetary 5, 4, 3, 1. First 3, give 5, because there are 15 customers. They go for 5 clusters, so they divide 15 into divide 5 and 3. Every 3, lastly, they calculate RFM means 100 into F, 100 into R, 10 into F, and 1 into F. That's called 5 4. So I want to know what is 5 4 4. 5 is 10 customers, average, most not so much frequent, but frequent visitors, and not so much high spender, but there is a average spend. So that's the one example I want to explain here. Lastly, we have a data set. Usually, this case study was provided by Sports Store and collected through its e-commerce website in 2-year period. The complete data set includes 1,584 different product demands, 54 subgroups, and 6,149 purchase orders of 2,616 different customers. The purchase order can include many columns such as transaction ID, product ID. I already explained about this. This is the case. So the last one is called, let's talk about C1. If R score is high, X score is high, N score is high, then we call it best customer. Again, R score is high, F is high also, and F is also, then we call valuable customer. And if R score is low, F score is low, and M score is low, we call it uncertain customer. Again, R is low, F is low, but M is high, then spender should target this customer. R is less, F is high, and M is light, then more frequent customer. They are called churn, means distance is very low, frequency is high, and moderate. That churn means they visited many times, but when they visited, they're also they spend high and they can visit, but not last so many days, not visited. So they are called churn. R is first time, R is high, F is low, and M is low. They are going to be first time customer, so we should target the customer. So in this way, you can analyze. So my request to all the researcher and all the companies, maintaining customer database, maintaining the most recent date, frequency of order, and total amount. Put RFM cell codes into your records. With each mailing, see which cell is scored. Increase response and profit by not mailing, not response. For more details, please go through the 3 books: Strategical Database Marketing, Author Reviews, Customers Loyalty Solutions, and the complete database books by author. Thank you. Have a nice day.